Welcome back to RV Barndominium. We're into the new year, 2022, Tony.
And the snow.
Cheers with a coffee. Yes, we're out in the cold. It's like 30 degrees here in Indiana. It's our first snow day that we've had, and we're out enjoying it. And we thought we'd bring you a video that we haven't done before regarding our pole barn, of things that we added that we weren't supposed to have, and things that we didn't add that we maybe originally planned. But anyway, I got a little bit of New Year's wisdom for you. Your current situation is not your final destination. So if you're not currently where you want to be, hang in there. It took us about 50 years to get to our supposedly final destination. Just keep working towards that goal. So anyway, let's go ahead and talk about a couple things that we were originally going to add that we didn't. We got a little help with our clipboard here because we got several items. Oh yeah, the storm shelter. Number one is a storm shelter.
Storm shelter, yes.
Yeah, with a lot of tornadoes lately.
We want to put it in the garage under the concrete slab in the garage, but the contractor, the Amish had never dealt with anything like that, and so I didn't push the issue. I figured we could put one out in the yard, like a normal one later. Yeah,
we might plan on that later.
It would also act as a food storage.
Yeah, possibly food storage.
Root cellar.
Yeah, for prepper stuff. Okay, another thing, we talk about the laundry room. So two or three things in the laundry room. The first one is we were going to have a laundry chute, which I really wanted. Yeah. So what happened to that quickly?
Building code is very strict on it, and the cost of the chute itself, it's got a weird damper in it to keep it from being a fire for the fires, and it was very expensive, like $4 grand.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so cost one. We tried to save money. Another thing we were going to have in the laundry room originally, we had originally planned not to have an outside door from inside to outside. In the kitchen. It was going to be in the laundry room.
So you'd walk into the mudroom.
Yeah.
Laundry room from outside.
I like it in the kitchen. It adds more light to our living space, and we use it a lot.
Well, it's our quote-unquote front door, really.
Yeah, it kind of is. No one uses their front door here.
To get into from outside for guests. So, it's better off that they didn't walk into the laundry room.
And we have a compost bucket right outside the door, so I just step out and put everything in there. Yep. Another thing, moving into the kitchen, was one of my big things that I really, really wanted was a trash compactor. I had it in my plan, and I just knew I was going to have a trash compactor. The reason I didn't, mainly because I got talked out of it.
Not by me.
Well, you were kind of iffy on it, but the cabinet people, the original cabinet people that we went to, not the ones that ended up doing it because we ended up getting Amish cabinets. Our original cabinet contractors, they said they're kind of going out of style. They're big, bulky, heavy. No one really gets them or wants them anymore.
And they can smell.
Yeah, they can smell. I mean, I wish I would have had it because our little trash bins, they fill up in almost a day if we cook a lot. But other than that, I mean, I can live without it. Recycle. Do I wish I had it? Yeah. Okay, on to the next thing. We don't want to spend too much time on one topic. Let's see. So, big ass fan.
Big ass fan. We have a big fan. It's just not a big ass fan. When we looked into
the name brand.
When we looked into the manufacturer of big ass fans, it was just cost prohibitive.
Yeah,
we found some. We found some on Wayfair, of all things.
Yes,
and very comparable. I mean, it's a 7-foot diameter fan, and it does quite well.
Yeah, and it runs off 12 volt, right?
It is a 12 volt.
It's very quiet, and it was also, I mean, the thousands cheaper. They're
quiet's not the word. You cannot hear it.
Yeah, you can't hear it at all. We love it. We're glad that we switched and didn't spend all that money. Let's see. Another thing I have listed is a seat in our large master shower, a built-in shower seat. Yeah. We X'd that. We did not do that.
Yeah, it was going to complicate waterproofing it. It would have to go against the back wall, which was the walkout. It was it just kept nicking at me. So I just said, forget it. And we bought a really nice teak wood bench and put it in there. You can move it out of the way, pull it underneath the shower if you want it. So that actually turned out better.
Yeah, I did. And the shower was giving Tony kind of fits anyway. Yeah. It was one of the biggest projects that we did, believe it or not.
It was most intimidating.
We'll have a couple eyes in the sky. We have our shower where you did the shower build. So just check out the eye in the sky if you want to see that. Another thing is mini splits. That was on the original plan.
Well, we really didn't know how we were going to air condition the barn. There was no air conditioning plan, and I totally forgot. I wasn't even thinking about AC when we built it.
Right.
We thought we might have to go with the other item, which was exposed ductwork, painted it black or something,
Yes.
that metal, and go with that rustic and that varnished look. But I threw some ideas across a couple contractors when they were, giving us numbers, and they made it work.
Yeah, so that moves on to the next thing. So we didn't do the mini split. We did an HVAC system. We knew we didn't want a wood stove inside the pole barn, and then the exposed duct. Very cool. We would love to have it, but the way that ours is laid out, it's small. The loft is very close to the living quarters. I don't think it would have worked out as good the way that we have our pole barn laid out. Is that pretty much the reason?
That's it.
Yeah. Okay. Spiral staircase. Our original plans did have the spiral staircase until Tony got to measuring and looking into it. It took up a lot of room.
The staircase coming down from the loft was one of my longest planning, because I had it going down the center for a while, like a grand staircase in the center. We had it on both sides, one in the kitchen, one over there, and then we thought about spiral, but they took up so much space. It used up a lot more space than I was thinking it would.
Yeah.
So
I think they're very cool, but I think practicality, getting stuff up and down them, furniture. I mean, our bedroom is upstairs, and we're up and down the steps a lot. I think we went with the wooden steps. And also, our contractor didn't have them in the original plan, so we actually got the wooden steps for free. He threw them in and said he wasn't going to charge us because Tony told him we needed them. He didn't have them in the original plans for the cost. He's just like, I'll just do them for you. Yeah. So that's what happened.
We had one minor kicker with it, is that where the steps did come down, there is a window close. And the inspector stated that had to be a shatterproof window. Yep. In case somebody trips and falls and tries to go out that window.
Right.
You'd have to trip and fall and get knocked over to the side to go out. But I wasn't arguing.
Yeah, you have to do whatever the inspector says. It costs more money, but hey, whatever. Okay, so another thing is a larger. We ended up. So we had a larger laundry room planned. So what ended up happening was we knew we wanted a larger refrigerator. Tony measured, it wouldn't fit. We had to push the whole wall back, basically. So
we made it 8 inches.
Yeah.
We moved the wall back 8 inches, so the laundry room's 8 inches smaller.
And the kitchen's 8 inches
you
bigger.
You can't even tell.
Yeah.
You can't tell.
Well, it did get us a bigger pantry as well. So we got room for a bigger refrigerator, room for a bigger pantry. It's deeper.
I can barely reach the back of the pantry with my arms.
It's pretty deep.
They're
so
deep.
Positive. Okay, and then another thing we planned that I'm kind of bummed out about is the double French doors that we were going to put in the hallway going into
the garage,
the shop garage,
from the house into the garage, down the main hallway. Our main hallway is very wide. I don't forget how much it is, 6 or 7 feet wide. Then going into the garage, we were going to put a pair of French doors there so we could open them up if we're having parties. We could sit outside. But anyway,
that'd be nice.
Any door leading from the house to the garage has to be a fire rated door, and a French door that was fire rated was expensive.
You really couldn't find them either. I mean, they were very hard to find. You had to special order them.
They were all special order. You could not get them at the Home Depots and things like that.
Yeah, we probably would have never got it in during COVID either.
No.
Okay, so that's pretty much for now. That's all of the stuff that we left out. Let's go ahead and let's talk about a few things that we added that wasn't in the original plan. So the first thing I have on the list is carpet upstairs in the loft. So, I mean, mainly we just did it for the comfort feel. You know, it's so warm and comfortable up there in the bedroom. We just decided to go with it. Everything downstairs is all the concrete with just some throw rugs. So we wanted that nice plush carpet factor. That's it.
Just the loft area where the bedroom is and the closet.
And there's not a lot of foot traffic up there. No. That's the other thing. We're like, it'll last a lot longer and it won't get dirty. And then the other thing was the loft that we ended up adding after the fact over the kitchen. So we didn't really plan that
we thought we might want it.
Right. But later.
And later. We thought it was going to be later, and later became earlier, and now it's there.
Right. Basically, it was a couple months after we moved in.
And now it's my office because of
thank goodness.
Because of teleworking.
Thank goodness we added that.
I envision it as being your office originally,
right?
Because that's where the window is, and you could look out and everything. But
yeah.
So,
Well, sometimes I'm on the phone, so I like to have an office where I can like close the door. That is just kind of all open. That's the only reason. Okay, horizontal railing on the stairs instead of vertical.
We really didn't have. I mean, yeah, we figured we would go with metal straight up and down rails when we first started, but and a wood rail on top.
Yeah, that's traditional.
The traditional thing, and I don't know where I saw it, and thought it was cool, and
probably searching online.
Checked with the building inspector, made sure it was legal, and it was. So
yeah,
the detriment of it is I wouldn't have it if I had kids. If you had children, I probably wouldn't put horizontal because it literally is a ladder they can climb up it and flip over. So that's the only detriment of it, and that's the one reason we thought it wouldn't go is because you could climb it.
But it passed inspection, so and there's another eye in the sky.
I'm not gonna climb.
No, I'm not either, but we're not kids, so someday we might have grandkids, so we'll have to watch that. But
put a gate at the
none
bottom.
right now.
Put a gate at the bottom.
Okay. Let's see. Woo, my hands are getting cold, Tony. The glass blocks up in the master bath.
Yeah.
So we can talk. We have a few things in the master bath.
The shower kind of transformed through time, and
it did. Planning. We had a lot of downtime where we changed a lot of things.
I was going to have a half wall, and I ended up taking the wall all the way to the ceiling.
Yeah.
I was afraid of steam was what I was afraid of at one time. I wanted to get out, but yeah.
Okay, we had a small faux pas, I guess you could say.
Battery paw.
Yeah, so towards the end of the video, I guess my phone camera battery went kerplunk, and we didn't know it till we went inside, and here we are back outside. It's only like 10 minutes later. I got my fingers warmed up, and we're back to finish up where it stopped, so. I think we were talking about the glass blocks.
Glass blocks on the bathroom.
Yeah, so we finished that,
hopefully. Those kind of evolved, putting the blocks in. It was just a blank wall at first. I was going to make a bowed wall of glass blocks. And, when I found out that Menards had pre-made ones, it kind of melded into one to the other. And then I came up with the idea of putting one to bring light in from one side into the bathroom. And
yes.
Kind of evolved around.
Yeah, so we did add the extra glass block that lets light shine in from the rest of the pole barn because the master bath is really dark. I mean, there's no outside light going out.
Yeah,
so.
if you didn't put those windows in, it'd be like a little cave in there. So
yeah, it's pretty dark. So let's see. Oh, we already talked about the wooden staircase and the metal spiral staircase. That was next on here, but we previously talked about that. So a couple last things that we have is the 2 doors that we ended up putting in the guest bathroom on each side, and then the cat tunnel. So you can briefly touch on those if you want.
We just decided that the bathroom would have doors on both sides to access from the laundry room and from the hallway, just so that originally it didn't have the one from the laundry room, but we wanted to make it so that you could come into the laundry room, take off your dirty clothes, and jump in the shower right there, so didn't track it all through the house or whatever.
Yeah.
Then we originally had the idea of when they put the shower in, there's a big void underneath where the tub is. I mean, it was a big void between the wall, and we thought, man, that would make a cool tunnel for the cat. I would put a tunnel back there, and I had actually purchased ductwork. HVAC ductwork, and I was going to put ductwork back there to go around it. And by the time we got to it, we ended up getting the spray foam put in. And once they spray foamed, there was no room back there. They just stuck the gun back there and filled it up. So
all the void that was back there was filled with spray foam.
Was null and void.
We were quite disappointed too. We wanted a little tunnel for zero.
Yeah, we thought that'd be cool.
Yeah, but it didn't work out. So
now we have to leave the 2 doors to the bathroom open, so he can walk through back and forth. Because if we shut one of those 2 doors, he gets upset at us because he has to go around. It's a long way around, boy.
He's the king too. So Well, that's going to wrap up our video of things that we were going to add and didn't, and things that we did add and weren't going to for the Barndominium. We do have some upcoming projects. Probably towards the end of winter, and then maybe going into early spring, we want to start on them. They're actually pretty big. So the first one is the
it was a wall
over by
here.
the TV.
Yeah, where the TV
wall.
is in the living room. Originally, that was going to be a stone wall. We were going to stone that, but that was going to be too much and too much work. Yep. And so now we're just going to put a 6 foot wide right in the center between the two windows. We're going to make it bump out about a foot maybe. And we're going to shiplap that. So it's going to be a bumped out shiplap from floor to ceiling. It'll go up 16 feet.
Yep.
And that'll break up that wall real nice. And then we'll mount the TV back up on that. We're also going to, at the bottom though, we're going to put one of those more modern electric fireplaces.
Ooh, yeah, I can't wait for that.
4 foot wide or 52 inches, I think is the biggest I can get in there. But
that's going to be nice.
That'll be neat.
I'm excited about that. And then we're going to upgrade the garage section some. We're going to put in, Tony, a real nice tool bench. We're going to add another type of utility room that is going to incorporate the HVAC system. It's probably going to have a shoe rack. Then we're going to have another section that's going to be like a countertop and cabinets. So it's going to be a pretty big ordeal. Yep. So we're going to be doing a DIY project for all that stuff. But we hope that you guys stay tuned. If you have any additional comments, leave them for us. Since we just barely touched base on a lot of stuff, we'd be happy to answer those questions for you. We hope that you guys had a wonderful holiday season, and 2022 is hopefully going to be fabulous for everyone. We're looking forward to getting out there and getting our motorhome out when spring hits and getting our projects done here at the barn. And we just want to wish everybody a wonderful 2022 year. So we'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching.
See ya.